Howdy. How's everyone doing on this fine, what's that, Saturday? This fine Saturday afternoon. Just taking a look around this lovely world. This is a really nice world. This is a really good world. I'm not even trying to sell it. I just genuinely, thoroughly enjoy how this world looks. I think it's just an actually beautiful world. This is one of the marketplace maps that I worked on, by the way. It's called Olympus, I believe, by Cracked Cubes. I didn't build it, by the way. I did commands for it, but I cannot build like this. But man, it's a pretty world. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Today is Thursday. No, it's not. I don't know what's going on, but it's a live stream, everybody. Let's go. Yeah, so today we're just doing whatever you want. I mean, this is my 10th episode, so probably most of you guys get the gist by now. But it's just you guys give me suggestions. I take a few of them, and we take a vote, and then we make it. Why did I name myself Guppy Duck? Yeah, so actually, it was my nickname as a kid because when I was a young kid, I was watching the show Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe with my dad, and there was an episode on gooey duck farming, and my dad really liked the word gooey duck, so he started calling me Gooey Duck because we watched that episode together. Shortly afterwards, I started my swimming unit in school, and my dad said I swam like a guppy because I was not good at swimming, and so he started calling me Guppy Duck. So it was actually my nickname as a kid. And then shortly after that, I got my first Xbox and decided to keep the name Guppy Duck on Xbox, and then just essentially kept it for everything else. So that's the name lore for Guppy Duck. Yeah, that's the Guppy Duck name lore. So unlike some people, I actually do have a legitimate reason. I do have a legitimate reason for my name. It's not just random. It is like something. Do I consider myself famous? No, because I've actually categorized. I've already answered at what point I will consider myself famous because of YouTube. The point at which I consider myself famous is when I meet somebody in real life who has heard of my YouTube channel before meeting me in real life. That is the point I will consider myself famous. I've gotten close. There was somebody who knew somebody that knew my channel before they knew me, but it doesn't count. That's when I meet that point, that's when I'm going to consider myself famous. Because I have thought about that, to be fair. Make the golden weapons from like a Ninjago. That's actually a fire idea. That's a fire idea, Banana Joe. That's gonna be one of the options. I'm not gonna lie, that's a great idea. I actually thoroughly love that. I have to think about how I'd want to do that. I have to go back and look at the weapons. Zane was my favorite personally, because I know Zane had the shurikens. Okay, so what would a shuriken be? Now I'm just thinking how I would do this. Would it be raw gold maybe? Would you use raw gold, maybe a honeycomb or something for the shurikens? So the shurikens you'd throw and they'd have frost. Kai had the fire sword. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to do this. What was Cole's? Cole's was like a scythe. I don't remember what his actually did. I know he was Earth. And then what did Jay have? Jay had the nunchucks, right? Hold on. Jay Ninjago. Right? Didn't he have nunchucks or did he have a what? Golden weapon? Yeah, it was the nunchucks. Okay. Yeah, it was the dragon nunchucks. I remember that. Okay. Scythe was like an earthquake scythe. Is that kind of what it did? Okay. Yeah, so you have the shuriken, the earthquake scythe. I'm gonna have to think about how I would do that. I would get just doing an earthquake attack is really simple. Um, should make a synth from Fallout 4. I mean, a synth is just I could just spawn a villager and name it Synth, and that's essentially a synth from Fallout. And what would the nunchucks be, man? I don't even know what you'd make for the nunchucks. Oh, I'm trying to think of something that's yellow that looks like nunchucks, but actually I'll probably do a gold nugget for the scythe because it's smaller. It's not a scythe; it's a throwing star. Oh, I kept saying scythe. What am I making? Ah, we haven't decided yet. But the Ninjago gold weapons is actually a great idea. Yellow candle, yeah, that makes sense. I can't think of a new item that'd be better than the yellow candle, at least. I'm not exactly sure how I'd make them. I'd have to think about it, but it's certainly a possibility. Make some weapons from Cuphead, don't deal with the devil. I've never played Cuphead. I don't know the weapons that well. I know some of them, like I know there's like the bouncing one and there's like a shotgun pistol. But I haven't actually played it enough for like me to make that well, I don't think. Pea shooter, I mean that's just like an automatic. I've already made some just like automatic weapons too. I don't want to do something that's too similar. Make the Brotherhood of Steel. I mean like just it's not really a power. It's not really a creation, the Brotherhood of Steel. I mean you make power armor, but power armor would essentially be, hey, put on netherite armor and you get some effects and stuff. It wouldn't actually be super interesting. What about earth sub bending, iron bending, well metal bending? I don't know exactly what you do for that, you know, like for 4 vertebrates. I do want to make a jet at some point that can shoot missiles. That's something that I have in my ideas. Honestly, a vertebrate. Now the jet wouldn't be like a physical jet made of like armor sand stuff. Oh yeah, when is the challenge video out? So after live stream today, I'm actually planning to start going through all your submissions, and I do actually want to do more of these challenges in the future, but I'm gonna have to change the rules because one of the changes is that your video cannot be longer than 2 minutes because some people gave me like 2 minute videos and I'm gonna have to cut that down to like 30 seconds. Some people gave me like 15-minute long videos. And the thing is, I'm only including 20 submissions. Just for time's sake, I didn't realize how many I was gonna get. So I got a lot of like really long submissions. It's like, hey, if I played 20 people's 15-minute long video, that's a 5-hour video. Nobody wants to watch that. So I'm gonna have to go through all the submissions, and then the ones that I do choose to showcase, I'm just gonna have to like get 30 seconds of their video to screen record, which also is gonna mean the video is gonna be lower quality in terms of video quality than usual. So I do want to do more challenges in the future, but I have to slightly change how I do it. Yeah. But yeah, also the deadline is over. It is up. And sorry, I'm not going to take any late. Just it's not fair to the people who did everything on time and also already have quite a lot to go through. So actually I needed that. I don't know, I got rid of that. Dog meat's just a wolf. It's just tame a wolf. I did Fallout last time. I did a Fallout thing last time with the mini nuke launcher. There's not a ton of from Fallout that actually makes sense to make into commands because a lot of them are just guns, and I've already made guns, and you can just tweak them. Yeah, there's Necromancer ability. That's something we're gonna do. I like golden weapons. That's definitely gonna be an option. The Joker. Okay, I don't know how you make the Joker doesn't have abilities. He's a normal guy who's crazy. He doesn't have abilities or gadgets or anything like that. What do you want to do? Make a crowbar? Okay, we can make a boss fight be an option. That can be one. How about this? We'll say the Lego Ninjago weapons, option 1. A boss fight, option 2. And then we can decide. Yeah, but Batman has actual gadgets. The Joker doesn't actually have like a normal thing. Like, yeah, there's the laughing gas, but that's kind of it. And there's also not really a way you can make the laughing gas in Bedrock other than just poison gas, I guess. And I've already made guns. A gun's not really that unique, you know? Can you make every dead mob drop... Wait, can you make every dead mob drop a corpse and you can summon them? A bomb. A bomb. I made a bomb. I literally made a bomb last time. Hi, I don't speak English very well, but I follow you. You have really good tips and commands. Thank you. Could you explain how I could put dynamic text, for example, if I wanted to Cree? Game Jazz. I have a video. I think I know what you're talking about. I can get the... let me pull the video link for you. And yes, I know we haven't started the commands. If you guys have not come to these streams, we have spent a little bit of time before we actually do the commands, just discussing them and deciding what we want to make with these commands before you guys get to vote on what we make. Yeah, let me find there's a tutorial I've already made that I think will help you. It's called Personal Scoreboards. Oh, I just played my video. There we go. That should help you, Game Jazz. That video might be able to help you with what you're looking for. Okay, frog bending. Frog bending has been requested, so we can bring frog bending back. And okay, so we have golden Ninjago weapons, frog bending, a boss fight. We got one more option. Give specific weapon abilities like a gold sword deals poison, but another gold sword doesn't. I've talked about that. The only way you can do that is with durability, and it doesn't really work, or with data ID, and it doesn't really work on tools or armor that have durability, and as well as some other items. So with just commands, there isn't actually a way to differentiate between two golden swords. And before you guys all say, oh, what about ID? Well, that affects durability, and as you're using a weapon, that durability is going to change. So it doesn't really actually work, is the issue. Usopp slingshot, I don't know what that is. Oh, I've also talked about this before. If you guys like tell me anything from an anime, I will not be able to know what that is. I don't watch anime. And I'm not going to be able to make it because I don't watch it. Before you say that Avatar is anime, it's definitely not. It is an American cartoon. It's a stylized American cartoon. Yeah, you can use the replace item swords, but that's not really an actual item at that point. That's something entirely different. And even so, you could accidentally, if you have like a specific durability that you want your sword to be at, you could have a normal sword get to that same durability anyways. When are you judging the projects for the 10K challenge? Well, I'm going to go through today and go through the videos, figure out the 20 that I want to showcase. And then at some point, maybe today, or either today or Monday, probably go through and actually record that video and get it out as soon as possible. Doc Ock, not really a good way to do arms in Bedrock. Because, like, people have asked about, like, octopus form for waterbending, and I have some ideas. I'm not a huge fan of them, and I'd have to think about them more. So, Spider-Man abilities. I think I've talked about this before. I do actually have some ideas on how I want to do web slinging, but it's a pretty complicated thing that I actually don't really want to do on stream because I'm not sure if it'll even work. Lead tridents. You just get lead poisoning. Dr. Damon boss fight will be one of the options. So I need one more option. So we have Ninjago weapons. Ninjago weapons, boss fight, frog bending. One more option. I've also never played Undertale. The Avengers, I've already done some of the Avengers. Thank you, but could I put dynamic text in a sign or something for other players to see in the map? For example, if I have a store and I want why to increase, decrease, and show without tell raw. No, unless you made like a different sign for every possible version. No, not on a sign. But you could just do a tell raw that just tell raw is in the area, or title raw when players in the area, or something like that. A super warden. Well, that could go into the boss fight. We can make the warden one of the options if we choose boss fight. Plays dungeons with bigger dungeons. I might actually do a tutorial on like custom generation with commands, but I'm not sure if I want to do that yet or not. Because I have some ideas, but I want to refine it before I make a tutorial on it. Okay, Thanos. I'm not sure what that would be. Throwable slime ball. I don't think. I mean, I don't really. There, I made it. There's your throwable slime ball. Dr. Damon, what are you talking about? What was too complicated last time you asked? Thanos? Yeah, I mean, this the thing is, because you guys are talking about the Infinity Gauntlet, you're not really mean Thanos, you mean the Infinity Gauntlet, and there's just a lot of options there. All right, we can do Weeping Angels. We'll do Weeping Angels as the third one, and I'm not going to use these stats, by the way, because it's part of a mod pack, and as you guys know, I don't actually use mods in any of my tutorials, so we'll make Weeping Angels, because that one's been requested before. So let's do the poll. And as you know, we're going to do the two-part poll, so you guys vote for all four options, and then the top two make it into a secondary poll. Okay, so option 1, Ninjago weapons. Option 2, custom boss. And if you vote for that one, we'll have another vote for which type of boss. Weeping Angel and frog bending, because that one's been requested a couple of times. There goes go. Once again, it's gonna be a two-part poll, so you guys vote for the top two, and then the top two make it to a secondary poll. Yeah. Do I know who Gabadala is? No, I do not. Make super snowball with command block. Sorry, we are not taking any more suggestions. You have to vote for one of the options that is in the current poll. Frog bending is not on top. Frog bending is on the bottom of the poll, actually. We actually have a tie for second place right now. So Drago Weapons is number 1, and then Custom Boss and Weeping Angel are tied. Oh, here we go. Okay, Custom Boss beat out Weeping Angel, so we're going to do Ninjago Weapons and Custom Boss, second one. Secondary poll, you guys ready? And if you guys do the Custom Boss, then we'll have one more poll to decide what kind of Custom Boss. Ninjago Weapons. Custom Boss. All right. How would I do the Weeping Angel? Essentially, you just kind of do some area rank, like looking detection. I haven't thought about it a ton, but it wouldn't be too hard to figure it out. Then you just have some different movement stuff. It's just not. It wouldn't be super hard to figure out. I don't think. It would take some figuring out, but it wouldn't be super hard to figure out. Make super snowball. Bilal, please stop suggesting. We've already chosen what the options are going to be. And also, please stop spamming or I will have to mute you. Yeah, by the way, just a heads up. They're showing up the waterfall. That's funny. Just so you guys know that, yeah, spamming really doesn't make me want to read your comments. Like, it kind of does the opposite. Like, I do read most of the things you say, even if I don't respond. Spamming makes me not want to respond at all. So, just a heads up. A Terita boss? You mean Terraria, I'm guessing. Okay, guys, seriously, stop spamming. Okay, Bilal, I did already warn you, so you're gonna have to get muted for a bit. And Commander, once again, guys, I am going to just be temporarily muting people if you guys are spamming, because it's annoying for everyone else. I can't read everyone else's messages now. Okay, vote is in. Looks like custom boss. So we're going to go to round 2 of the vote, or round 3 of what kind of boss we want. Because people like attention, I suppose. Okay. So, okay, let's see. Which boss? Alright, so Warden boss was suggested. Blaze boss was suggested. Skulk Hydra, I'm not quite sure about that. Frog boss. The frogs just have such a tiny hitbox. They're not really fun to fight against. I'm actually going to switch maps, though. Oh, no, it's not one. Whoops. Okay, Warden boss, I have a Blaze boss. Frog boss is probably too small. A Guppy boss. Um, the Warden is already a boss, so we make it more of a boss, essentially. Phantom boss is interesting, because we haven't done a flying boss. Alright, we'll do a Phantom boss. And one more option, guys. Because I can do 4 options for a poll. Do we want to do a Guppy boss? You do realize if I make myself into a boss, it is not going to be possible to be defeated. We'll do a 2-part vote again. So yeah, once again, it's going to be a 2-part vote where I just bring the top 2 up. Once everyone votes. See, the animation does make it bigger, but doesn't make the hitbox bigger, which is the issue. Because then you're fighting something that's really big, but you're not actually able to hit it when you attack it. Okay, looks like the options are between the Warden boss and the Phantom boss. So we'll do part 2 between the Warden and the Phantom. Which boss shall I craft? Phantom. Warden. Pt.10. Looks like Phantom's winning thus far. The next stream could totally be golden weapons. It depends on what people vote for. I want Goppy boss. If you guys look up, I forget what his name on YouTube is, but Colorless on my Discord has made a Guppy Duck boss. This island's a good boss fight. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I'm not gonna do the custom spawning this time though. It's because it's not necessary and it takes a lot of commands. So just to make it easy for people doing the thing. Yeah, it looks like Phantom's winning, but because there's a little bit more people in stream who looks like they haven't voted, I will give you guys a couple more seconds to get in your votes. But it looks like it's going to be the Phantom boss. And ending stream, or ending poll now with Phantom in the top. All right. Phantom boss. So, here's what I'm thinking for a Phantom boss. The thing is, the AI for the Phantom kind of sucks. I've done enough experimentation with it that it kind of sucks, essentially. What I'm thinking we can do is I have a couple ideas. So what I do actually want to do the play animation to make. First of all, we should make sure that the play animation that swells it actually works. Give me just 1 second here. I want to make sure this works on Phantoms the way I'm thinking it's going to work. Play animation at E, type equals Phantom. Summon Phantom. All right, cool. So we can actually make a giant Phantom. Okay, so let's get started. I'm actually, before we get started, I have something I'm very curious to test. Place item entity at E, type equals type equals Phantom slots dot armor dot head diamonds helmet 0 keep. I'm not sure if this will work because let's just see here. Yeah, I know phantoms die in sunlight. That's what I'm. Ah, we did it. We basically don't die in sunlight. That works. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. So let's think about what we want to do here. Because I kind of want the Phantom to be like a bomber almost. So I think sometimes, because the thing is, the Phantom doesn't spend a lot of time over the player. So what I think would be a very interesting attack is if the Phantom, as it's swooping around, just like fires, like imagine that command blocks me and I'm the Phantom, right? If you guys see my AC 130 tutorial, which is a pretty old one that actually didn't do really well, so not a lot of people have seen it. But essentially, as it's flying around, I want it to be actually just shooting missiles at the player. And yes. But lol, okay, seriously, you need to stop spamming. Okay. So, what I wanted to do, one of the things I wanted to do, another thing I want to do is actually have this boss not take damage. So, rather than you actually be shooting at the Phantom, like with bow and arrow, as he's flying around, I think there's going to be areas around the map that if you step on them and hold on that area for a few seconds, it actually launches a homing missile back at the Phantom. So this one's going to be kind of a little bit more of a militaristic themed boss, but I think it'll be quite fun. The sneeze, I'm not sure what you're talking about. So that'll be phase one. That'll be phase one. So what I want to do is, like I said, make it well, so I don't want to build an arena because I want these to be something you can implement in your world without needing like an arena. I want this to be something you can just put anywhere in your world, because if I make it specific to an arena, it won't actually work for you. So for phase one, I think it's going to do is the missiles, and at the same time, for phase one, you can only damage it by standing on these specific areas that like launch a missile at the boss. You need to hit a specific number of missiles to actually bring the boss to phase two. So, scoreboard objectives, add Phantom boss dummy. Scoreboard objectives, display sidebar, Phantom boss. Okay. So, because I want to make something unique, because I don't want to do something super similar to everything that I've done before. All right, so I'm just going to do scoreboard objectives, add Phantom boss dummy. Okay. Make a phantom gun. Are you agree? Goodbye. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's do phase one. We'll do that first, and then we'll look at what we're gonna do for phase two. I think it would make sense to spawn smaller phantoms for phase two. Why did I make the Endermite boss in World of Chaos overpowered? Because it was fun. Why not? Name equals Terror of the Night. I'm gonna call it that. Okay. So we'll do that. I'm gonna give myself. We're not, like I said, we're not gonna do the custom spawning stuff that I normally do for these boss fights, just because I think it overcomplicates things more than some people like. So yeah. I don't know how to do that. Quotes of the night. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have this. This is gonna be the helmet. So that's just so it doesn't burn. Okay. So what we're gonna do is tag at E. Name equals Terror of the Night. Add hold on. Tag equals not phase one. Effect at E. Health boost 999. We'll just put 60 for now. Actually, I don't even need this. I don't know why I'm doing health boost. It literally doesn't matter because, yeah. Add phase one. Okay. So the nice thing is because we're not actually doing real health, we actually can do a custom health bar essentially. Dead E. Name equals Terror of the Night. Resistance 10. 10 true. That's fine. That'll work. So okay, so that's going to work, and then we're also going to do the play animation. So play animation at E. Name equals Terror of the Night. Boop. I-99. Okay, so now we have the giant phantom. So now what we need to do... Oh, wow, it actually moves out the particles. I didn't even realize that. That's interesting. But obviously it does not affect the hitbox, as you get to see. Let's see, I'm definitely... Okay, well, his hitbox is still there if you hit him right in the center, but obviously his normal hitbox is much smaller. So, now what we're going to do is do his first set of attacks. So we're actually going to have at least 3 scoreboards. Phantom at 1. You can't adjust the hitbox with commands. You need add-ons for that. Okay, so that will just be here. So now we'll do some randomization. So scoreboard at 1. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is execute as at E tag equals phase 1. Scores equal, was it phantom at 1 equals 1 equals 0. Run summon boat 100. That works. For at s run summon position dot 100 dude. I guys, I can read you without spamming, and I will seriously mute you if you keep spamming. That goes for everybody. Like seriously, you don't need to spam. I can read you guys. Tag at E equals 1, R equals 5, type equals Boaz, add phantom missile. Since I'm not working on Worldcast right now. Or ever again. Like I'm actually done working on Worldcast actually. Alright, scoreboard, players. No. Then score players, remove at E, tag equals phase 1. Phantom at 1. Okay, that works. Goodbye. Goodbye, theory. If I was making my own boss, do you have any suggestions? Have fun. You want to make it difficult, but you also want to make it beatable. Simple stuff like that. All right, so execute. No. Scoreboard, players, random, at E, tag equals, phase. No, we need that. Score is equal, phantom at 1 equals dot dot 0. Phantom at 1 or it's 20. We'll do that. We should see boats start randomly raining from the sky in a little bit. Cool, cool, cool. So then what we do is make the boat be a missile. So execute at E, tag equals phantom missile, run particle. Don't worry about these votes. Okay. Yeah, I know the BOs can't go invisible. Um, okay. For now, I'm gonna disable this so I don't just keep spawning missiles. All right. Oh, I actually wanted to kill Eatible's boat. All right. First, let me catch up with chat. Hey, just out of curiosity, how did you make the mob spawn in World of Chaos? Armor stands. I think you make good games. Yeah, maybe. I wish Attribute would have come to Bedrock Miami too. Tomorrow's my last high school exam. Good luck, man. Good luck. Yeah, high school's not terrible. But I like college way more. All right. Yeah, if you spam, you're gonna get timed out. So don't complain when I time you out for doing that. But seriously. Tag executes as at E. Timeout is only for a time period. Tag equals not locked. Tag equals phantom missile. That's at S. Run TP at S. Facing at P. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on a second. So the issue is that's going to teleport way too far down. Hold on, how do I want to do this? Facing a P, and then that's going to teleport away. That's going to TP at S. Facing just swivel it up, I guess. All right, let's see what happens. Tag at E, tag equals phantom missile, tag equals not locked, add locked. Let's just see what happens. It's not going to work quite right at all, but ability type equals boats. I did the wrong one. I think I did the wrong one. Ah, dang it. See now, because it's just shooting off. Okay, so now it's actually kind of shooting at me. Just make it a bit more upwards, I think, and we're fine. I just want to see if it's still going to be shooting pretty much right at me. Well, no, not particularly. Actually, I don't want to be doing down at all. I want it to be going up. So that's the opposite. Okay, I think it's reversed. That might be too much. Yeah. Just make it negative 20, and that should work. So we can also make it have pretty heavy stuff. That's not a big deal. All right, let's turn this off for the time being. And then make the explosions. Okay, let me catch up with chat. Sorry about that. Why did I choose Bedrock? Because I started doing commands on it on Xbox, not PC. I know you're busy at the moment. When can you finish? Can you show us how to make a mob that respawns a certain amount of times after killing them? No. Not today. What am I making? Phantom Boss, yep. Alright, so what we're going to do now is make the explosion. Execute at E. As at E, tag equals locked. Unless block dot dot dots negative 100 air run at s run tag at s add boom execute at e tag equals boom tag equals locked run particle. I'm thinking of it's this particle. Yep. Make an explosion, not just make it actually explosion, not just damage gas. What do you mean damage gas? Yeah. Play sound random dot explode. Hundred A 100. You just make big clouds that deal damage. Well, that's an explosion sound. It's in every sense the same as an explosion. But this way it's far more controllable. Like you can do an ender crystal instead. The reason I don't is because you can't control the damage. And I like being able to control the damage. That's all. Positioned. Doesn't destroy blocks yet, but you can make it destroy blocks if you wanted. But I also don't like it when it destroys blocks, personally. Okay, R equals 5. Damage at S. No. Entity. Explosion. 10. Entity at S. It doesn't destroy blocks. It does knock you back if you do the damage command correct. Kill at E. Tag equals locked. Tag equals boom. Alright, let's try this again. See, there we go. So now, as you're fighting, he's going to be basically constantly striking you with missile attacks. All right, so that'll be phase 1 on the what he does, but now we need to be able to fight back. Okay? So what's going to happen is that every so often he's going to summon an invisible armor stand somewhere in the area around him. And what you have to do is you have to stand on that invisible armor stand for several seconds, at which point you're going to launch your own homing missile that's going to shoot up and then over and eventually destroy him. So executes at E, tag equals phase 1, tag equals not phase 2, run, summon, armor, stands, return, missile. Effect at E, name equals return, missile. Whoopsies. invisibility 10 0 true. Ugh. Executes as at A, at E, name equals return missile. No. That's at E, tag equals phase 1. Spread players. Doot. Hold on, I forgot which with spread players. Spread players, doot, 1. Let's say 30. And then, okay. 130 at E. Name equals return missile. R equals 4. All right, so executes at E. Name equals return missile. Run particle bop. I don't think the spread players worked. Probably because I didn't do that. Okay, there we go. So now it should actually be spreading out. And not just dropping straight down. It's also spawning way too many. But that's fine. Scoreboard. Players add a E. Name equals return. What's up, Coco? Welcome. Moves return missile. What is it? Phantom asks 1. 1, put that on 20-tick delay. Kill at E. Name equals return missile. Spores equal phantom at 1 equals 10. Yeah, 10 dot dot. Alright, so that will kill it then after a while. So essentially, you only have like 10 seconds to basically stand in one of these things for long enough for it to even work. There is one. There's not one actually anywhere right now. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it was. So you have to stand here for a short period of time. I'm actually going to make the duration a bit longer because right now it's a little too unforgiving. Okay. So now you have a bit more time to actually find the area you need to be. stand in it, and then once you stand in it for a couple of seconds, it's going to basically turn itself into a missile. Okay, so let's do that. Execute at E at A at run scoreboard players at E r equals 3 name equals return missile. Phantom boss 1. All right, so now I can stand one of these, and it should, but it did not. Get at A, run scoreboard players, add at ER equals 3, name equals return missile, phantom boss 1. That would be why. Alright, so now. Boom, and then it should left off. Okay. So. Scoreboard players, add at A, at E. Scores equal phantom boss equals 1 dot dot. No, equals 3 dot dots. Phantom boss 1. Okay. Then remove phantom at 1 1. Okay. Okay, let's say tag equals not fired. Particle tag equals not fired. All right, and then tag the add fired. Can you make the Xbox 360 edition battle minigame? What are you guys arguing about? What map is this and did I build it? This is Roman World. No, I did not build it, but it is available on the Minecraft Marketplace. It is a project that I did commands for, though. Okay, so now what we need to do is make it turn into a missile. So execute at E name equals return missile run TP at S. So tag equals fire scores equal phantom at 1 equals 1 equals 3 dot dot TP at S 0.3 execute at E, tag equals fired, tag equals return, missile, run, particle. No, not that one. So say that, and then 3 dot dot 5. We'll see how that looks. Make it spawn invisible creepers that is invincible. I should make anime characters' abilities. No, I don't watch anime. Not 100% sure if that worked or not. Oh, this should be Phantom Boss. That's why. Okay. Um, should be doing something. So it does stop. Doesn't do anything else. Let's figure out why. Scores equal Phantom Boss. Tag equals return, or name equals return missile. That would be why. Name equals return missile. It's actually the tag to the name here. Okay, so that works, but it's not teleporting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the teleport cell isn't working. As at S. There we go. That would make sense as to why. Not sure why it's spawning all the way up there. Tag was fired. Here's what we'll do. Need to play sounds. All right. So execute at tag was not fired. Run play sound dudes at A. What are you guys talking about? Oh, TP's not quite working. No, again, for some reason. That's once again not TP commands. Rookie mistake. All right, cool. So that works. That's fine. Okay, there we go. We finally have stuff working. Add at S, run TP at S. 0.4 facing at E is equals 1. Tag equals phase 1. Okay, now we should launch one of these missiles. It'll fire up for a bit and then home on to the Phantom Boss and blow up. So that point is going to blow up and then it's going to do a tick of damage. All right, so execute at E, name equals return missile, run if entity at E, tag equals phase 1, tag equals fired, equals 1, 2, run particle. We'll just do this at 1, dragon, death explosion emitter. Play sound random dot explode at A. Bop, 100, 0.6. I'm not concerned about what's going on in chat. When you guys get weird, sometimes I just zone out. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so the missile should lock on and create an infinite explosion. So then we just add the scoreboard and then kill it. Run scoreboard players add Phantom Boss 1. And then run. Kill at S. But we'll do as at S. Okay. Now, homing missile should home onto the Phantom, blow up, and gives it a permanent score of 1, and that's how we're keeping track of the health. All right, now we can make the health system. Why am I kicking the perfect circle? What did he do? At A, at S, if entity at E, name equals tag equals phase 1, scores equal Phantom Boss equals 1, run title action bar at S. Um, all right. We can start with chat. I have no idea what's going on. But okay. Can I make custom armor? Not today. The thing that we've already decided on is what I'm making right now. That is S, if entity, run, title, action bar. Title. Oh, okay. Added S. Hero Brain. It's not as scary when you spell his name wrong. It should be 4 because this should be 3. Yep, okay. So this should be 5. Okay. Then this will be 6. And this will be 7. Sorry if I've been pretty quiet. I'm just focused right now. And then this will be 8. And that'll be the last one. Okay, so now we have the actual health bar display. Oh, whoops. Tiger was fired. Kill it S. Equals 2. Any type equals our stand. Why is it still adding? Let's see here. Name equals return missile. That would be why. Scoreboard players set E tag equals phase 1. Phantom boss 1. Okay, so let's fix that real quick. So the missile shoots up. Okay, we hit him for one more attack. Right now, these are way too common. But as you can see, essentially, as we hit the launch pads, they'll go up and explode and hit the Phantom. So, kind of the way you're fighting this for phase 1 is you're just going around and pretty easily avoiding the missiles and shooting up the launch pads. Phase 2 is going to be pretty similar, but he's going to be spawning in Phantoms at the same time. There, spawn, okay. Then put this on 500 tick delay. Execute at E. Scores equal Phantom boss equals 1. Now equals 4 dot dots. Run scoreboard. Players sets. Nope. Run summon Phantom terror spawn. Now he's going to be spawning in extra Phantoms for phase 2. And to make things a bit harder, so then you're actually going to be fighting something. Alright, you guys ready? Let's see what this boss fight looks like. Alright. This one missile. Damage is not working. Okay, hold on. That would be why. As at S. Okay. Oh, you shouldn't be spawning yet. Okay, but the damage is working now. Let me give myself some steak. For some reason, this tag equals phase 1. Okay, there we go. Can be the Phantom boss, pick up the player and drop them? Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We can add that in. Alright, now we got a phase 2. So now he's going to start summoning in phantoms on me. Not very often. What is 500 ticks? 500 divided by 20 is 250 seconds. Oh, 250 seconds? No, wait, that's not right. 25 seconds. That's still way too little. There we go. Every 10 seconds now. Well, see, now you're going to have to deal with all the little phantoms as well. It's going to get pretty quickly overwhelming. I don't see any missile spawns. Oh, dang it. I think we need more missiles. I think right now it's a bit too easy to avoid them. That's fine. That's an easy change. Alright, now it's going to be a lot harder to avoid him. As you can see, he fires the missiles pretty quickly now. Uh-oh. I'm running out of missiles. Where are they? I need to pull them away from the trees. It's much harder to see the missiles in the trees. Uh-oh. Oh! My missile took my bow! I did not make the killing feature yet. He actually doesn't die yet. Hold on. Something's happening because some of my missiles aren't firing, I don't think. And I also want to make the duration a bit longer. Not fired. Alright, let's make the durations a bit longer, and then that should fix it, I think. Oh, and I'm down. And I have no idea where my spawn is. I'm not super far away. Do I know what the Truman Show is? Yeah. It's a great movie. I know that got really popular in Minecraft memes because people just kept making the same shorts over and over again and pretending it was creative. But Truman Show's been around for a while. It's a really good movie. Make the Phantom make Phantoms already does. How many big server type projects have I worked on? Upwards of 10. All right, that's the last one. All right, so then scores equal Phantom boss equals 9 dot dot. You guys do understand the Dragon's AI doesn't actually work in the overworld. It's really buggy. Fact at A R equals 3. Levitation 1 6 true. Oh, there you go. That equals Phantom. All right, let's start over here. Okay, that was quick. Yeah, sometimes the missiles aren't even connecting, and I'm not sure why. So they're just dying off. Um, not fired. Gave out S. All right, let's see if we can fix that. Fix it. Or is it the damage? No. That should be it. Yeah, they're just dying before they hit him, and I'm not sure as to why. I'm not sure what's killing them. Tables phase 1. Name equals Terror of the Night. Should not be anything killing them before they actually reach their target. There should be nothing else that's giving it a slash kill. Hold on. Scoreboard objectives is the sidebar. Phantom at 1. See, something's killing them, and I'm not actually sure at all what it is. None of the other missiles can't be killing them. See, it just disappears, and I don't know why. And it can't be this. I'm gonna try it just in case, but see, it almost looks like they're getting taken out by other missiles, but there's nothing that should be allowing that to happen. Yeah, it looks like they're getting intercepted by another missile. But it's only damaging players. So I'm not sure what's taking them out. I don't think it actually is, though. I think it's some other kill command. Hold on. Summon, armor stands, return missile. Alright, so it goes up and it goes over, and then it just disappeared. Yeah, it's just dying, and I'm not sure why. Because it's not the timer. I'm trying to see any kill commands, but none of the kill commands are doing it. Okay, let's just try the duration killer. No, see, it's definitely not that. It's definitely not. Look. It's somehow I'm literally unsure as to what's killing it. Cause this kill is disabled. So that kill is disabled, and then this kill is disabled. And it's just disappearing. There's no other kill commands in the area. I'm just gonna disable this for the time being. Just take out every possible kill command that there is. And it just disappears at a certain point. Do I just have another command somewhere else in the world that's messing it up? I literally have zero clue why it's dying. What in the world is causing... Hold on. It's just randomly dying. There's no other commands. Yeah, there's no taking areas, so there's no other commands. I disabled every kill command that there is. I'll even go through and disable the damage command, even though that can't possibly be it. For a variety of reasons, there's nothing else that can at all be getting rid of it. It's just disappearing. Look, it's just every single time, it's just disappearing for literally no reason. There is no other command here that can be killing it. Why is it dying? To what could it possibly be dying? No, it's dying for no reason. There's no functioning damage or kill command. I disabled every kill command and every damage command in this whole system. There is literally nothing that it should be killing. I did leave the game and re-enter. I'm just gonna have to restart Minecraft. Hold on. It's still doing it. It's just not functioning for literally zero purpose. There's nothing that can be killing it. Genuinely. Hold on. Duplicate this world. Nope. Okay. I give up. That's it for stream today, guys. I'll come back to this later because I genuinely don't know what is going on. Genuinely, I have no idea, and I can't finish stream because um genuinely I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Minecraft might be buggy. Something where armor stands themselves are. Nope. Okay. Yep. That's it. I I genuinely have no idea what's wrong with this. I genuinely don't. Um, I've disabled every damage command. I've disabled every kill command. I've disabled other commands that shouldn't even be functioning. None of the kill commands should have even been an issue. None of the damage commands should have been an issue, but clearly they are. I disabled the behavior pack just in case there was something wrong. Wasn't the case. I genuinely do not understand what is happening because my thought is, well, okay, maybe they're the only thing I think of is there some weird fall damage that somehow the anvil is taking, but armor stands don't actually take fall damage in that sense. So I disabled ticking areas, so there's no other commands anywhere that are running. There's no other commands that are within area. It's not a TP issue because the entity stops. The entity literally disappears. The entity no longer exists. I'm looking on the scoreboard over here. The entity literally is gone. So yeah, I genuinely don't know what is going on. Like it's not a TP command because the entity is just being voided. I'm using the boat method for the attack missiles of the Phantom, but not the player issue, not the players themselves, not the missiles that are the issue. So I genuinely don't have any idea on how to fix this other than hope that it fixes itself later on. And on that note, I'm gonna end stream slightly annoyed because it would pretty much be able to be finished, but I just genuinely can't because it's not working for, as far as I can tell, any discernible reason. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed stream and look forward to this boss. But yeah, I don't know at all what is going on with it. So thank you guys so much for coming, and bye.